Hey folks, welcome once again to the Human Music live stream. Today we are doing again, I don't have a whole lot of time, so I have to do something that I'm good at so that I can do it quickly. And I've always been in love with funk. Oh my God, my wife is calling me. Give me a second. Sorry about that. I just told her I was live and she said, I love you, and hung up. I guess it wasn't important. Probably just wanted to say she's on her way to work. Anyway, I'm back again. And so, yeah, I'm going to do a funk tune today. So that should be easy enough for me. It's deceptively complex usually because as simple as funk is, in order to make it really funky, you got to know what you're doing. And hopefully I know what I'm doing. So we're going to start a Pro Tools session here with my template, which includes all of the drum tracks. So I'm probably just going to start with a drum beat and then a bass line and then some guitars and keys and maybe a trombone. And hopefully I can do something that sounds cool and compelling within about an hour that I have free today to do this. Alrighty, so let's not waste any time. I'm going to call this the Livestream Funk 1, right? Because I probably won't do just one in my lifetime, writing music for this music library, which will be called humanmusic.org. Stay tuned. I already have some logos in from the designer, so I'm excited. I'm going to have a talk with my website designer, and we're going to choose one of the logos, and things are moving forward quite well, so that the humanmusic.org website will be up soon with lots of these cool tracks available for you people to use, listen to, and play over, or whatever you want to do with it. They're for you. Okay, let's create this Pro Tools session here. And here's all the drums. And I was watching a video about the Foo Fighters' first album and listening to the producer talk about how it was done. And you know what? I found out that Dave Grohl, at least on that album, used kind of similar process to what I do. So he actually played the drums first without any click or scratch track, just imagining the song in his head, which is often what I like to do to keep things real, to keep things raw and human. Just play drums to no click and just imagining, and trying to put myself in game mode rather than practice mode. That's an important concept. It's so, instead of just playing kind of blandly as if I'm practicing or something, try to imagine that I'm on stage or this is the real deal. This is a real recording. Quincy Jones is sitting here looking at me, expecting something great. So I take a breath and I step into that role of a performer rather than, like practicing or whatnot. So, okay, so we're going to start with that. Just a straight up funky drum beat. Let's see what I can come up with. And then we'll come up with a bass line, which I should be pretty versed in because I've been practicing my bass a lot. It's been my main focus of late. Hey, is anybody here? Please say hi on the chat. Oh, by the way, my um, I've been looking at some of the older streams, some of the previous streams, and I noticed One, my little podcast mixer has been dropping out, causing problems. So I actually plugged it in straight this time. I unplugged my backup drive to make some room, and it's not going through any hubs. So hopefully that'll keep it from dropping out again. But please, if anybody stops hearing my voice, give me a heads up in the chat. Hey, David, good to see you, man. David is a good friend, someone I know personally, actually. We've hung out together at NobCon, or was it? Actually, I think it was. Sorry, Synthplex. Oh, my sore. Bonsoir, Lumimia. Welcome to today's stream. Bienvenue. Je parle un petit peu de français parce que j'ai étudié à l'Alliance française au Brésil. J'ai été à Paris, en France, on tour. I've been on tour in France a couple of times back in the early 2000s, long time ago, over 20 years ago. And when I'm there, I pick up my French gets better quickly, and I'm able to communicate. But right now, I could probably understand if you speak slowly, but not really speak much. So anyway, I'm talking too much. I don't have a lot of time. We're doing some funk today, so I'm going to go over to the drums. Now, one thing I realized listening to the old streams is I should turn off my vocal mic, right, this thing, when I go record the drums, because they get super loud. The drums sound way louder than everything else. And I should also bring the camera, bring the GoPro over there so you can see me. Playing the drums. It's glitching. It looks like the GoPro is glitching today for some reason. Look at that. I don't know what's going on there. I should maybe try to reconnect. I wonder why it's glitching like that. Anyway, I guess that's part of the charm of a live stream. Tu es très impressionné. Ah, merci, Lumimier. Okay. So I'm just gonna hit record here. I'm not even gonna use the count of 8 bars that I usually do, because this time there's no click, there's no backing track. I'm just gonna come up with a beat off the top of my head. Just feel it. I'm just gonna feel it, go with it. So recording. Phantom power is on all of my drum microphones. I'm gonna mute the vocal mic. Alrighty. I don't know. I made a few mistakes, a couple of wrong hits there, but I don't know. The worst come to worse, I can grab a loop and compose over the loop and then record drums over that. Oh, and look at that. Looks like I was hitting a little hard there, and we're almost clipping on the kick and snare. Almost. Looks like it didn't quite. A little bit on the snare there. So yeah, for next time, if I'm gonna hit that hard, I should probably keep the bring down the kick and snare mics a little bit. But let's listen to how this sounds. You already heard it. I haven't. Let's listen to this. Oh, it's a little soft there. I'm just gonna bring up my monitoring. There. So I can keep my headroom, or in fact, maybe I'll just bring up my own headphones a wee bit. So I just need to hear it a little louder, but looks like it's loud enough for you guys. I can see it kind of clipping here. All right, how's the audio, folks? Is it sounding okay? Okay. I did notice sometimes the audio from Pro Tools was a little soft or doubled. You know, hopefully I fixed all these issues this time. All right, so you can hear my voice, right? And you can hear these drums. Don't cat, don't cat, don't cat, don't. So I'm just gonna listen to it again and try to find those little mistakes I made, those little errors, and try to fix them. So the drums are perfect before I put in the bass. Let's just choose the fill to go in. Slip. Ta-da, ka-dang, ta-ga-da. You know, I'm gonna, I might not use this fill for the song, but I'm gonna keep it as a count off. Right, so I'm gonna select, let's group the drums. So I'm gonna select the whole drum, all of the drum tracks here. I'm gonna do Command G on Pro Tools, name it, the drums, right? And that way I can select and delete and shuffle so that the whole track starts with that fill there, right? And that gives you a nice little count off. Okay, I think I need the kick to be a little softer. Maybe the overheads as well. I don't think I ever played the rack tom, so we might not even need that. I did play the floor tom a little bit. Let's add a reverb for the drums here. Always Valhalla, but this time we're going to use kind of a short plate, fat drums perhaps. And let's send that. Yeah, just a little hint of reverb there. It's a funk tune after all. We want it to sound tight. I think I need a little bit more of that floor tom. EQ this kick a little bit. We're gonna go to the neutron here. Neutron is nice because it's got everything. So sometimes tightening up the kick means bringing down some of those low mids that sound a little muddy. And my floor tom is also picking up kick. So you have to hear how they sound together. It's also picking up, it's a microphone that's underneath the floor tom. It's picking up floor tom, it's picking up kick, and it's picking up snare, this under. Something nice. There you go. I tightened up that kick a little bit. As you can see, I don't use a lot of plugins on my drums. Look, I went into like halftime thing here. Let's put in a compressor on my overall drums. That sounds pretty good already. I don't need to fiddle with this compressor too much. It sounds pretty good. Alright, let's get that bass. As we hear the drums, I just put some flat wound strings on my Precision. This is my Mexican made Fender Precision bass from 2017. It's nothing fancy. It's a pretty cheap, as Fenders go. Pretty cheap bass, simple. And I did put in some better pickups on it than it came with. These are DiMarzio pickups. And today I found this little Nerf bullet. Me and my girls like to play with Nerf guns around the house, and I actually stuck this in here to deaden the sound. And I also put in flat wound strings like James Jamerson used to. So this is kind of a James Jamerson style bass. Now the kind of funk that I'm playing here is not quite Motown, so it's not quite James Jamerson, but regardless, this should still sound pretty good. You know, I'm not really detecting too many mistakes there. Alright, I'm gonna plug the P-Bass. The P-Bass is Leo Fender's first bass design, and it already solved the issue of hum, which became a problem with later designs. But Leo had the split coil already killed the hum, so I can plug this straight in with a cable, and it's not gonna sound hummy. I'm also using my brand new JHS pedal called the Color Box, and what this is, it simulates an old school Neve console. It's basically an old school Neve console channel strip circuit. So that should give us a nice line in, like James Jamerson himself didn't record with an amp, he recorded with a direct box. So I'm using a bass compressor into the color box, and now we need to get a sound. You know, nothing's really bothering me about the drums. When I was playing, I felt like I missed a note or two. We might notice them as we go on with the production here. But for now, I'm just going to leave it alone. And I'm going to open up an audio track here called bass. Now, the bass is plugged in to track 4 on my ADAT machine, my ADAT interface. So we're gonna select that as the input, ADAT 4. Now for some reason I'm not getting any sound. So let's track it. There we go. I'm already liking it. Yeah, I have a AB box here that can send my input signal to either of my 2 signal chains here. I have the HX Stomp going into the night sky for more like ambient guitar stuff. And then I have a more simpler chain here, which is just a bass compressor going into, right now, the color box. So it's just soft though. There we go. Oh, that's sounding really nice, really vintage. So let's go to setup here, options, and activate low latency monitoring. So we're not hearing it doubled, right? Also, I probably need to make sure the space is in tune. So I'm going to quickly unplug it from the chain there and just turn on my handy Korg tuner here. Always, folks, I may seem like I do things kind of haphazardly, and but as far as tuning the instrument, I'm a stickler because it becomes quite a problem later. If you record bass out of tune and then you want to record some keys, then you're in trouble. So I always check my tuning. Yeah, sounding nice. Let's fiddle with the EQ a little bit. Here's mids. Here's some bass. Ooh, nice. Now it's clipping a little bit, right? Probably don't want to clip it, so we're gonna turn down the pre-volume here a little bit. There's a high pass. We definitely don't want the high pass on. Now I can play around with the bass frequency too, like which one I want to emphasize. That's a little high. That's sounding nice. Isn't it sounding nice? Hey, Yarrow TV. You use my music in your videos. Cool. Thank you very much. Purple Bass. Bonsoir. Bonsoir, Purple Bass. So I'm using my P bass today. I do also have my favorite bass currently, which is the Yamaha over here. But I just put, it's a Yamaha BB, brand new. It's more modern sounding though, brighter sounding. This is a P bass with flats and a mute, which I made with a Nerf bullet. So this is gonna sound pretty ditty. So let's see what let's see what I can come up with really quick. Entire is one of my favorite songs on my playlist. Oh, thank you, Charm. That was a fun one to make. It's so nice to see you friends over here joining me as I work today. I don't have a lot of time, so we're doing a funk tune that I can do quickly. So let's see what I can do as a first take here. think this needs a little bit of brightness, a little bit of mids there, just to. And again, I'm using my color box pedal from JHS, which is like an old school analog console circuit. So I'm not using an amp simulation today, just the P-bass line sound with flat wound strings and a mute. Let's do it. I don't know. Drums sounded okay until I started playing the bass, and now I'm feeling like they're kind of sloppy. Let's try again. there's some good ideas there, but definitely not my best bass work. But again, we don't have a lot of time, so I don't know. I don't know if I should pick a loop and do this again over a loop, because I feel like I was kind of chasing the drums a little bit. So I don't know. Let's listen. Oh, looks like it. Bass is too loud to clip in here. Look at that. Look at that square bottom part of the wave there. So too loud. Recorded too loud. I like it. I like that I went to the 4-chord there. It's like, take it to the bridge, take it to the bridge. The drums are still playing pretty much the same thing. I'm having second thoughts about this bass. Maybe this is the adequate bass for like Motown. This is nice. I went to the right cymbal here, and then I did a whole different thing. I went to the C, and to the A, and then to the E again. So this is like a bridge. This is a real bridge, right? The other thing was more like a B section, and I just went to the 4-chord. I like the bass line. Dun, boom. It sounds very classic, you know. Dun, 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 boom, boom, dun, dun, boom, 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 digga, boom, digga, boom. But let's try with the Yamaha bass instead. So not the Motown thing, right? And I don't know. The drums don't. I mean, I am not mainly a drummer. I do play drums, but I mean, there are better drummers than me, and maybe I'm not funky enough as a drummer. You guys, are you hearing too much of the mic, my voice mic, picking up the bass clankiness? Or are you hearing mostly the DI? I do like this bass better for this song, I think. This is the Yamaha BB 734A. It's my newest bass. So, of course, the new toy, the new love. Let's make sure it's in tune. And I don't know, we could also try it with an amp sim instead of through the color box. I mean, since we're not going for that Jamerson sound anymore, I don't need to stick with a old mixer channel strip sound, I can instead hold on, my friend Peter's writing to me. I should call him over to the stream. So let's open up a new bass playlist. And we'll plug the bass back in to the pedal chain here. Alrighty. Right, yeah, this is, I feel like this is a better bass for this. And I'm using the P pickup too. But I could use the PJ setup because this has precision and jazz bass pickups. So slapping sounds good too. Should I slap or should I fingerstyle, folks? What do y'all think? Charm, are you saying you prefer the first bass than this one? Is that what you mean? You said kinda the first one? Is that what you're saying? There's a delay, so I have to wait for your answer if you're there still. If we could hear the pickup on the mic. Oh, all right. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for being clear about what you're answering because there's a delay. Yeah, so I'll turn off. I'll mute the mic when I do the take, all right? That way y'all will just hear the bass directly online. Right. Yes, Charm, I get you. Thank you for being clear. Yeah, when I ask a question, try to be clear in your answer, what you're answering. All right, so I'm going to do a new bass take now. And this time I'm going to mute my microphone so that you only hear the direct sound. All right, let's do it. All right, so I anticipate the bass on the one. Anticipate the one there. I don't know. Should I slap or should I fingerstyle? I'm feeling like my slap is a little sloppy. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna fingerstyle this instead. All right, let's do this again. I'll mute my voice again. right? That's the anticipated note right there with the crash. So, right? That's how I should do it. Also, I have this fret wrap here that maybe I should use as a mute. But under the bridge here, under the bridge downtown, and that'll give me a little bit cleaner articulation, cleaner ghost notes and stuff. See? So another kind of mute. Nice, I like that. I think that's the best of both worlds. So the muted Yamaha rather than the flat wound. Flat wound P bass. All right, let's do this again. Another bass take. I'm taking too long. I don't have a lot of time. Let's do it. Okay, I like that take way better. It doesn't seem to have distorted. I like the sound better. Oh, sorry. I like that y'all probably heard it better too because I had the mic, my vocal mic off. We just gotta unplug that cable there because this is an active bass, so it's going to be draining battery. All right. And I did make a few mistakes as far as like when the kick drum anticipates the 1 on the drums. I didn't always do that on the bass. So that means that I'll need to do a little editing, right? And it could be either way. It could be either anticipating the bass note to match the drums or the other way around. But overall, I'm fairly happy. I'm glad that I was able to remember a lot of the things I liked about the first take. So that includes when I went to the 4 chord, when I went to the 5. Was it 5? The 6, I think. The C, right? If I'm in E, the C is 6th. Ding, 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 right? So, although rhythmically I think I made a few mistakes, I could probably fix them. I should probably fix them by just overdubbing. But I don't know, maybe editing will be faster. So let's have a listen and maybe fix a couple things. So who's here still? Lumimia, David Kaiser, Purple Bass, Yarrow TV, Charm. Say hi, folks, if you're here. I'm sorry, I need validation. I need to know I'm not alone. I did kind of nail that anticipation there on the second repeat of the A section, but not quite. This don't is a little late, see? See the transients here on the drums? See how the bass is a little late? Let's fix that. Just match it to the drums here. That was a little too much. And let it sit back a little bit. Right, dung ding dung gung. It's a little late. The anticipated note's a little late, so let's just bring it. I did, I meant well, but I didn't quite nail it. So let's hear it now. Do a little crossfade there so it doesn't click. Hey, thanks for responding, Charm and Lumimia. Perfectly cool. Makes me dance, and I'm not a dancer. All right, that makes me feel nice, folks. Thank you. I don't know. Ding ding. I don't know, something about this not convincing me completely. Yeah, I think it needs to go a little bit behind still. There we go. I think it matches now. Wow, yeah, the clav sound I think will fit really nice. But I'm getting sidetracked because I'm supposed to be fixing the bass. Always fix things before you move on, folks, because then if I record everything and then leave the fixing for later, oh my God, I won't even be able to like hear everything that's wrong, right? So fix the drums when you record them, fix the bass, little mistakes before you move on. That's kind of a rule of thumb of mine. I'm trying to keep this more entertaining for you folks though, so this clav sounds really nice. Maybe I should just do that. Just record clav before I have to go today. And then I'll have two things to fix, the bass and the clav. So I'm going to go against my better judgment and my own rule and just record some keyboards here. So we're going to want input 8.7 and 8. Now, this wah is not quite an auto wah, is it? It's more like an LFO. So maybe I should just have it a little bit less depth. Or maybe there's a different maybe a pedal wah. No, the pedal is just doing volume here. So touch wah. Yeah, that's what we want. We want the wah to respond to my velocity rather than an LFO. It's surprising how good the wah sound is on this cheap Yamaha gig keyboard. A little loud there, it's distorting a bit. All right, so let's just play the clav and then I'll go. I have to take my girls to a play date and can't be late for that. So let's do a take of clav and then tomorrow we're gonna pick it up from where we left off. So we're gonna fix the bass, we're gonna fix the clav, we're gonna record some guitar and probably some trombone. I'm gonna do my best Fred Wesley impression. And I don't know, maybe some horn riffs with fake horns, like keyboard horns, maybe a little Hammond organ for the B section, you know, to fill out those different chords. So yeah, this is definitely not going to be a one day song, folks. Going to be another 2-day song. It seems to be the trend. I'm never able to finish a song in a day these days. I guess I could if I did a 4-hour live stream, you know, but I always have other stuff to do. All right, let's do this. I'm going to turn off my vocal mic again so you don't hear all the key clicking, and we'll see what comes out. All right, folks, I'm out of time, and I didn't love that take, but it's good. It's good that I got some of these ideas down, so I can listen back tomorrow and pick it up from where we left off today. So for now, I will thank you all for joining and ask you to please come back tomorrow. Don't leave me all alone here. The whole point of the live stream is to have company. I like I like to have people hanging out with me when I'm doing these things. So thank you very much. I really appreciate you having joined me today, all the nice comments, all the help, and Charm. You say it's a treat and an honor to spend this time with me. Well, it's I say the same to you. It's a treat and an honor to have you join me while I work. And that's it for today. Thank you very much. Thank you. Merci, Lumimia. And I'll see you all tomorrow, hopefully. Those of you who can join us. I'll try to be more consistent about the time, okay? Like 11 o'clock Mexico City time. That's what I'm going to try to shoot for every day. All right? All right. Thanks again for joining. See you soon. Stay human. That's going to be my new tagline. I know it's a kind of a cliche one, but you know, humanmusic.org is the website. Human Composer is the live stream. So stay human will be the tagline. See you soon.